St Petersburg, First Journey to Western Europe, Chapters 1 and 2, of Memoirs of a Revolutionist, Volume 2, by Peter Kropotkin. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Elin. Memoirs of a Revolutionist, Volume 2, by Peter Kropotkin. St Petersburg, First Journey to Western Europe, Chapter 1. Early in the autumn of 1867, my brother and I, with his family, were settled at St Petersburg. I entered the university and sat on the benches among young men, almost boys, so much younger than myself. What I had so longed for 5 years before was accomplished. I could study, and acting upon the idea that a thorough training in mathematics is the only solid basis for all subsequent scientific work and thought, I joined the physico-mathematical faculty in its mathematical section. My brother entered the military academy for jurisprudence, whilst I entirely gave up military service, to the great dissatisfaction of my father, who hated the very sight of a civilian dress. We both had now to rely entirely upon ourselves. Study at the university and scientific work absorbed all my time for the next 5 years. A student of the mathematical faculty has, of course, very much to do, but my previous studies in higher mathematics permitted me to devote part of my time to geography, and moreover, I had not lost in Siberia the habit of hard work. The report of my last expedition was in print, but in the meantime a vast problem rose before me. The journeys that I had made in Siberia had convinced me that the mountains which at that time were drawn on the maps of northern Asia were mostly fantastic, and gave no idea whatever of the structure of the country. The great plateaux which are so prominent a feature of Asia were not even suspected by those who drew the maps. Instead of them, several great ridges, such as, for instance, the eastern portion of the Stanovoy, which used to be drawn on the maps as a black worm creeping eastward, had grown up in the topographic bureau, contrary to the indications and even to the sketches of such explorers as L. Swartz. These ridges have no existence in nature. The heads of the rivers which flow toward the Arctic Ocean on the one side, and toward the Pacific on the other, lie intermingled on the surface of a vast plateau. They rise in the same marshes. But, in the European topographer's imagination, the highest mountain ridges must run along the chief water partings, and the topographers had drawn there the highest Alps, of which there is no trace in reality.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?